Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. Alright. I'm gonna give a shout out to Notification Gang, Key Talk Gang, give it a reader the same thing for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go ahead and like the video and hit the notification so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. And the last time we actually spoke about Gunna, I had pretty much let y'all know that they had dropped all the evidence that Gunna actually had. You know what I'm talking about? They said no cooperating witnesses actually came out and said Gunna did anything violent, and none of them actually snitched on Gunna at all. Now, then they also said that, any type of violent charges that Gunna had, they would actually be dropping those charges, I'm talking about, and canceling them out from those. So a whole lot of people thought that Gunna would actually be able to get out because his lawyer did file another motion for him to get a bond. Now, today, Gunna actually had court, and it turns out that the judge said, hey, I'm still not about to let Gunna free because I still don't, I'm talking about, I still believe that there could be some type of witness intimidation, and I will let y'all know why he said that. But before I let y'all know that, whenever he actually, denied Gunna's bond, Gunna had family there in the support of him, and they ended up pretty much, standing up, having an outburst, and the judge was like, hey, it's my quarter in the court, if y'all do any type of outburst like that again, I'ma send all y'all to jail, if y'all gonna leave the courtroom, go ahead and get on up out of here.
Emotional scene in court today. Just as the judge announced his decision, friends and family of Sergio Kitchens stormed out of the courtroom.
But if you remain in this courtroom and make any outbursts, I'll have you arrested.
Anyway, now I know a whole lot of people is wondering why in the blue hell they didn't just let Gunna out. They said that they ain't got no evidence and none of them like that at all. So here's the thing, right? The prosecutor actually came out and said that one of the people that actually is talking that they actually have, there's some type of evidence that they got that guy said, let Gunna know, hey, I would clap this person for you. So I guess the prosecutor trying to make it seem like, hey man, he is still extremely dangerous and still got a lot of power and resources, to potentially get people clapped, even though, that ain't, they don't have any proof, but they don't have him on no type of violent charges or nothing like that at all. So he's pretty much just guilty by association. But here's the clip of the prosecutors pretty much saying that, another guy told Gunna that he would actually clap somebody for him.
During today's proceedings, the prosecution brought up concerns of potential witness intimidation if Kitchens was released prior to trial.
One of the other co-defendants asked that the defendant Kitchens be made aware that he would be willing to whack somebody for him.
Anyways, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. This sounds extremely fishy because the prosecutor said that the guy asked if Gunna could be made aware that he would actually clap somebody for him. They making it seem like Gunna actually told them, meaning like they're the 12s, they're the laws, right? They're making it seem like one of the co-defenders told them to tell Gunna, hey, I clapped this person for you. That just sounds extremely crazy. That's like snitching to a whole nother degree, a whole nother level, but remember that, Young Thug's sister did come out and say that, hey, these guys, they're just saying anything to the judge in order to make it to where, they don't release Gunna or Young Thug. But I don't think you can just lie to the judge like that, But if that did happen, golly, they got some super snitches inside of, YSL, if that's the case. Anyways, so as far as the other RICOs that are supposed to be coming out, because if you remember this lady, Fonnie Willis, the Atlanta DA that's been doing that actually RICO against Gunna, she actually said that there would definitely be more RICOs coming out. Now, here's the thing about it. There's a guy that goes by the name of Chitty, who's a journalist. He's really close. He's the one that actually called the Young Thug DA that was actually coming, and it came. Now he's came out as pretty much spoke on Playboi Carti and then also Future. He said homicide is connected to Playboi Carti, and of course homicide's a gang, and normally to Future. So he's pretty much saying it's connected to Future and also Playboi Carti, a big name. They've had an ongoing rivalry with Henchmen, and of course Henchmen will be another gang. This is two blood sets shooting to one another. There's a trail of jail rappers and dead bodies throughout this beef. The DEA office confirmed to me on Friday that homicide is one of several street gangs on the road to racketeering charge. I'll be writing about that soon, but the state of the jail at least as important. Anyways, so I know a lot of y'all is probably like, Playboi Carti be on some whole goth, emo, feminine kind of dressing in a way, you know what I'm talking about, style these days. What in the blue hell Playboi Carti got going on? What y'all gotta remember is that before a lot of these rappers grow up and be big, you know what I'm talking about, and blow up inside of the music scene, a lot of them are involved with like a whole lot of street stuff before the actual fame comes. So whenever the fame comes, all that means is now they've got more money to invest into whatever they were actually involved in before the actually street fame, you know what I'm talking about, before the street stuff came. I mean, before the actual fame came and they became this humongous superstar, they still got partners to depend on. They're still part of organizations that they were, a part of before that. So that's pretty much probably what they're trying to, what the DA is kind of like saying in a way, you know what I'm talking about, because it says that they are connected together. And I'm sure they wouldn't just throw those names out there if they, if they weren't trying to throw a hint at them to, hey man, y'all better get ready and start preparing. Anyways, so as more details actually come out about those, you know what I'm talking about, the new RiCO that's coming out, because 100% she's gonna file more RiCOs. I think she said she want to get like maybe 2 more by the end of the year. I think she said a minimum 2 more by the end of the year. Maybe the last one was included in that too. So maybe there's 1 more, but like I say, at least 2 or 3 more by the end of the year. And I'm definitely gonna keep y'all updated. But also, how do y'all feel about, talking about Gunna's situation? They deleted all the information from Gunna, pretty much taking him off any type of violent charges, but they still think that, since he's got all that money and resources, that he could potentially still get people hit. Let me know something. Coming down below, let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.